It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by ProMed Ambulance Services, care you can count on, and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. You're probably familiar with Sting. Wait, not that Sting, but the man who is regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, having cultivated a legacy over a career spanning almost 4 decades. He was born Steve Borden in Omaha, Nebraska on March 20th, 1959. Raised in Southern California, he played football and basketball in high school and later embarked on a career in bodybuilding, once co-owning a Gold's Gym Health Club. Borden had no interest in pro wrestling and no television access to it within his home community, but decided to pursue a career in the industry after being taken to a WWF event in Los Angeles, where he saw Hulk Hogan, the Iron Sheik, the British Bulldogs, Andre the Giant, and others perform. He debuted in 1985 under the ring name Flash for the Continental Wrestling Association, teaming up with Jim Justice Hellwig, later the Ultimate Warrior in the WWF, as members of Power Team USA. The duo later joined the UWF under Bill Watts, where Borden changed his ring name to Sting. His 14-year association with WCW and his predecessor, Jim Crockett Promotions, began in 1987. He quickly rose to main event status and has been described as the WCW counterpart to WWF's Hulk Hogan. Dubbed the franchise of WCW, he held a total of 14 championships in the promotion and made more pay-per-view appearances for the company than any other wrestler. Against Hogan, Sting headlined Starrcade in December 1997. Throughout his career, he wore face paint, and in 1996, changed from the multicolored paint of his surfer persona to the monochromatic paint of a gimmick based on the movie The Crow. Upon the acquisition of WCW by the WWF in early 2001, Sting and his long-term rival Ric Flair were chosen to perform in the main event of the final episode of Nitro. Sting would later face Hogan and Flair in their last televised matches, defeating both. In fact, Sting and Flair also wrestled on the first episode of Nitro in September 1995. Although Flair would have a so-called last match in July 2022, this was nothing more than a publicity stunt. Following the WWF's buyout of WCW, Sting held talks with the WWF, but ultimately did not join the promotion, and instead toured internationally with World Wrestling All-Stars, winning the WWA World Heavyweight Championship before joining then upstart TNA in 2003. Over the following 11 years, he won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship once and the TNA World Heavyweight Championship 4 times. As a result, he became the only wrestler to have won the NWA, WCW, and TNA World titles in his long career. He was also the inaugural inductee into the TNA Hall of Fame in 2012. During his stint with TNA, he incorporated elements of the Joker. In 2014, he finally joined WWE, and 2 years later was inducted into their Hall of Fame, at which time he announced his retirement. His induction rendered him the second performer to be inducted while still active with WWE after Ric Flair. In late 2020, Sting signed with AEW, winning his first match in over 5 years, alongside tag team partner Darby Allin. Among his other accolades, readers of Pro Wrestling Illustrated named him Most Popular Wrestler of the Year on 4 occasions, a record he shares with John Cena. 2 weeks ago, on March 3rd, Sting had his official retirement match at AEW Revolution, going out with a bang as both an undefeated tag team with Allin and as champion. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me for Trivia Tracks weekdays at 6:45 on Everybody's Country Y95.